It's the time to get down.
All right, the sight and sound of Body Heat. The song entitled Funny. Original track by the Himley Foster Project. I did the lyrics on that and the mixing recording. Lead vocals on that was Kitcher Williams. The song was written by Gordon Jones and myself. Then Irvin Foster and myself did the remake of that. That song was written while we watched Los Angeles burn. And that's hence the reflection. Funny how some things stay the same.
Uh-oh, we got a treat. Oh.
Faces stay the same. Funny thing, some things never change.
Oh, yeah, man.
So I hope you enjoyed that. You can go get that track for free. If you want that track, do me a favor. Go get it free at Pack Stereo and make sure you spread it around. Because we want to spread. You know, we were doing that before Radiohead, giving away free music. And those of you who don't know, Radiohead is a very popular group from the UK that released their last album, their last CD. First they gave it away, then they released it so you could pay whatever you want. Right. And they put it out for sale, and then they still had record sales. So obviously fans care about something other than what the industry thinks they care about, because Radiohead proved it. Well, they've been giving away some of their product. And just so you know, we've been giving away our product too for quite some time, just to make that community out there closer to us. And so we want you to go get that song. Again, Funny, Paul Russo on sax. I hope you enjoyed by the Himley Foster Project. Now, Danny, during the time we were gone, you made some efforts to go get us that latest photo, Kim Kardashian. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, okay. Can you hit that? Can you get a bigger? Can you click on that?
I can click onto this right here, but I can't move it over. Though.
Okay, but as you guys see,
sorry,
there's Kim, and you know she made some. She actually spoke very frankly about her butt. Say the people always talk about her butt. She said, "Well, I'm Armenian, and we tend to have big hips. It's just that my waist is smaller, and my legs are a little thinner." So she's very proud of that butt. Yep. Many a sister's mad over that butt.
Oh, I think she's got a great bum. I wouldn't mind having a bum like that.
Bum?
Yeah. Bums, too. Okay. And butts, too. Bums and butts. Butts and bums. Well, Danny also, she's not the only one, right? Regina Hall, who's lately being featured in Death at a Funeral, alongside Chris Rock, she also has there she is.
They're beautiful.
For Allure magazine.
When you're this young, when you have these are great moments in time that I think you should capture in your life. There's
But-
nothing
but-
wrong with
Everybody
these
young,
photos.
go out and take some nude photos.
Thank you. She's
Today.
what's she trying to explain?
Just
Why are you trying to
cover your-
color
I think
it?
it's beautiful. I took pictures when I was pregnant with Taylor.
Oh, where
You
can
know,
we show
because
those?
Demi
Where are
Moore
those?
inspired me
Can
to
we have
do
some
that.
of those for our audience?
Shut up.
Can we show those? Everybody, Danny
I
just said
can't.
she
Shut
took.
up.
I'll put a little bar over parts. Can we get those in here to show you? Danny, show you.
Danny.
Danny, you bring in some of your pregnancy photos. I'll bring in some of my old football photos.
Oh, no, Pat.
When I was,
Bringing your photos.
I'll bring you some of my pictures in my biker pants when I was sitting
No,
about
the orange
250.
pylon jackstrap. That's
When
what
I
you
was
need
about
to see.
250 pounds.
So are you going to show Regina's picture?
I have been showing
Did you?
Regina's
Oh,
picture.
okay.
I've been
Sorry,
showing
I
you, so
was
they
just
saw
out.
you. Well, yeah, you can't. That's okay. So we wanted you to see them because that was a big thing. Now, before we go, we're going to do sports in just a second, but I wanted to tell you this other story that just was coming across. Believe this or not, you guys, that the European airlines have now asked for a $1 billion bailout because of the volcano. And as it turns out, this whole thing started after 9/11 when the U.S. government paid compensation to the airlines for their closing. So there was a precedent. Man, look who gets rich.
I know.
So they don't, you don't get, if they cancel you from work, you don't get a bailout.
Sure don't.
You don't get a damn dime.
Not a
But now the
dime.
European airlines say they need $1 billion because the volcanoes interrupted their cash flow. And I want to say all the dope dealers here in South Central say it's interrupted their cash flow. So
Hey,
and they want there. They say they'll take a lot less than $1 billion.
really?
So now and so British Airways is one of the people leading this.
Yeah, you know what they say: if you don't ask, you won't receive, right? Can't blame them for asking. It's just whether they get it or not.
And here they go. They said compensation was paid after the closure of U.S. airspace following the terrorist events of 9/11, and clearly the impact of the current situation is more considerable.
A nice tone.
Yes.
Is that what? Is that
Well, that's British Airways.
okay?
All
Gotcha.
right.
All right.
So
Gotcha.
now it's time. Let's go on and do what we got to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the new sports.
Help me. What's up, man? Hey, I'm probably going to have this conversation with myself because if any of you guys didn't watch the game yesterday, Denver and Utah, Mario said you.
Denver.
I watched
the
the
Denver
game.
Nuggets and
Yeah.
Utah Jazz.
Yes.
That's
Did you
right.
watch it?
Catfish nuggets. I told you that would help you remember
You know
that.
what?
You just thought of the
See, I have to
catfish
have those
nuggets.
kinds of word
Right.
associations.
Oh, I like
Little
it.
nuggets from Denver.
Oh, good. We got somebody on board. Mario, I'm telling you, man, the game was off the chain. You know, here's the part that I like about it. Everybody talks about the NCAA 64 game, 64 team sprint, March Madness, and the whole thing. But when these cats are playing, it's almost like you're threatening their children. Because
What?
you have to understand, Danny. I mean, you can tell how it's elevated. The regular season doesn't mean anything. And this game, Utah used everything it had because half of its players are injured. And they go in to Denver and beat the Nuggets. Now, who do they throw blame at? Do you go to Adrian Dantley, man, and say, you know what, he's not George Karl? Or is it because George Karl wasn't there that they felt that, you know what, we're not getting the same coaching down in the last 5 minutes of the game? So the bottom line to me is
I didn't realize that Adrian Dantley had taken.
assistant coach, bro.
Gee, ain't that a flashback?
And his whole demeanor is totally different, Mario, because he's quiet. He's a quiet
Adrian
guy.
Dantley. I mean, I actually that was one of my kind of basketball hero guys back in the old days.
Yeah.
I tried very hard to play like him.
Yeah, well, you